So with new media, I really appreciate this new level of trying to actually make meaningful connections with people, and I enjoy doing that through technology. I know with new media, it's not necessarily all about technology. There are other aspects of it, but I've definitely been using technology more so now in a more appreciated way, to try to help people than I ever had with computer science. And I think that's made it more meaningful for me as well.
I'm strong. I would say I would toot my own horn a little bit and say I'm strong in the design. I'm strong with Illustrator. I'm working really hard to learn After Effects right now. I want to learn Photoshop over the summer. I'd really like to learn more about Unity and things like that. It's more design, more physical kind of world building thing, creating would be places that I'm strong in. Yeah, new media works, I think, alongside new media. The weird thing about new media is that it literally can be applied to so many different fields. So if I go down any path that I choose interesting, it can kind of incorporate itself into that. So if I wanted to take new media and go down kind of like a communications route or anything like that, I could easily do it.
There were definitely times where I looked looked around the classroom and just said, wow, I am definitely a minority. But I think that almost made me want to do it even more, just because I wanted to prove that I could do it, even though I wasn't necessarily the majority in the classroom. So I like the opportunity, and I like that everything is so open-ended. I feel like, so with bioengineering, I feel like there's so much left to be discovered, because bioengineering, unlike computer science, is not very black and white. It's very gray. So I feel like applying computer science, the black and white nature of the technology, to this unknown area of biology and biomedicine opens up a lot of doors as far as research goes, and I really look forward to getting into that.
Back in September, October, one of my professors who I was undergraduate TA for recommended that I get involved with what she was trying to start up, a Association for Computing Machinery Women's chapter on campus, just a group for women to get together and kind of support each other and maybe do some stuff together, talk about the stuff that they're interested in, have a no judgment zone where you could ask questions and learn stuff without feeling pressured to act like you know what you're doing. The ACM-W this year has been super helpful, and just having kind of a group where you can kind of talk about stuff and go do events together as a group of women, which is awesome because I've only done stuff with a group of guys the past couple of years typically. I've also been really thankful for the guys who I am friends with in my friend group, because they're always supportive of all of us, not just specifically me, obviously, but and I think it's been helpful to have a group of friends who I can really depend on, and so I was lucky in that sense. I think just having the experiences and the opportunities that my advisor has kind of brought to me, and Stacy, the ACM-W, and some of my other professors have brought to me, is really awesome. But it's been an interesting experience. I've had obviously some highs and lows, but I think I made it here because of the people around me.
I liked it right from the beginning, and I've loved being in it ever since, so I never felt like I should be switching. I just am excited to feel like I'm making a difference directly in someone's life. That was really nice about my co-op experience. Was it's a company that makes instruments that test blood for a hospital. So, the thing that you're making is directly making a decision about someone's health care. So that was really cool to get to feel like you're making a difference and you really see like the end result. And we heard some like doctor feedback about like using these instruments while we were working, and it was just really cool to get to see like actually how what you're doing, this engineering work, is like really making a difference in someone's healthcare.
I really like developing something and then either proving that it doesn't work even though you thought that it did, or proving that it does work, and it can be something that can actually be deployed. I like finding out something that we essentially didn't know before. If everybody's like, oh, this'll work, this'll work, this'll work, and then you try it and you go, no, it didn't, that's terrible. You didn't know that before. Like, yeah, it's kind of a failure, but it's also a discovery.
So the more comfortable you get at taking risks and saying, well, like the worst that they can say is no. You know, so for instance, I have gone to Italy twice for a really specialized summer school in my field. And I had to apply, and I pushed myself to do it, even though I might not have gotten chosen, but I did, and they were amazing experiences. I'm going to apply for this BMW summer school for autonomous vehicle development, and it's in Germany. It's in July. I fit all of the criteria. I have the skills that they're looking for in terms of natural language and spatial cognition experience. And they very likely will say no, but it's worth, half hour of my time and a request for a letter of recommendation from my advisor to do it, because it would be amazing to go and experience that. So rather than say, it would be really easy to say, well, I probably am not going to be qualified, or they probably won't pick me, or I'm probably not going to be able to do a good job if I get there, or they might think I'm stupid once I get there. Like, you gotta wipe all of that away, and you just gotta apply for it, because again, the worst that they can say is no.